All right, so this episode probably needs a little bit of an explanation before I get going. First off, I'm back in the United States. For the past couple of episodes, you've seen footage from our trip to St. Vith, Belgium, or as they say it there, Saint Vith. Except for I'm an American, so I'm going to stick with St. Vith. It's easier for me. But anyway, I wanted to do something a little bit different than what I typically do. Our tour guide there in St. Vith, Marcel, was just incredible. His depth of knowledge of the Battle of the Bulge and everything that happened in that area really is unparalleled, and we learned a lot while we were there. Well, there was a lot, just for the sake of time, that I ended up cutting out of the past two episodes that Marcel told us. So, thought that I would do something a little bit different. This is going to be, I guess, for lack of a better way to describe it, a bonus episode of History Traveler with an uncut version of our tour of St. Vith with Marcel. So, hope that you enjoy it.
Even here, at that moment, a family, it's written in English, in German here, a family was killed by a bomb on the second day of Christmas 44.
Wow.
With some German soldiers who were also here in this tower. So they thought they could be safe here, so they found refuge here, and then that's a hazard, a bomb fall just in the middle, and you will see on a page, on a photograph, a picture, the half tower.
So this has been rebuilt?
It has been rebuilt 2000, it finished 2000.
Okay. Okay.
Because the people had other things to rebuild before, of course, their own houses.
Yeah.
And this little park here has also a typical story, because this park is an artificial park.
Okay.
It was not there before the end of the Second World War. So from here you can see everything went down to the street who is there. We can see it later on. And everything you see here, it's a little park, of course, where the rest of the city, because when the Americans liberated the town end of January 44, they pushed with their bulldozer everything on this place. So everything was pushed here, and you can see it too on a picture there. We don't have anything. We don't have any old buildings to show you, because everything was destroyed.
Wow.
So we have photos. And this is one where you see an observation plane from the American Air Force took it maybe 2 or 3 months, beginning of January 45. And there you see the main street. Of course, everything covered with snow, light snow. The church, the station, and some of the ruins of the houses. This is to give you an impression, and this is another one from today, so
Wow.
you can compare. Huh?
Wow. Man, just leveled it.
If you want, at home, in Google, when you type www.soundfit.be, you come on the website from the town.
Okay.
And there you have it also in English.
Okay.
So you follow and you find everything concerning St. Vith, also old pictures and postcards from the bombing.
Okay. Wow.
At the end of the war, the liberation of St. Vith by the 7th Army Division, so they came from there to deliver the town.
Wow.
And there you see the wall from the cemetery,
Okay.
and of course the same wall but broken. And on the other side also a very interesting picture, two interesting pictures. One here, you see the Belgian flag, the Union Jack, and you see like a feast. Well, and you see clocks. These are the clocks from St. Vith. The Germans took all the clocks at the end of the war to put cannons everywhere, not only in Belgium, in the Netherlands, everywhere where they were, in France, all the occupied countries.
Interesting.
And after the war, the American troops and the light troops found in Germany what they called clock cemeteries. Big places full of clocks. And the countries, of course, were very interested to receive back these clocks. So they asked, please, if you find them, bring them back. And an English major brought 2 clocks back to St. Vith.
Okay.
And of course, people are very happy because people here in all the surroundings are Catholics.
Yeah.
And he brought them back, and as a gift, as a sign of thankfulness, they gave him the name of a road, a street in the city. So we have an English street called Major Long Street in St. Vith.
Okay.
Because his name was Long.
Nice.
See, this is the story here. Another story, St. Vith was completely broken, of course.
Yeah.
It was impossible to live in the town. So we had provisory houses on that side where you see this house is there.
Oh, okay.
All of these houses. So the preceding houses were this. So when you imagine a little bit what the refugees where they live today, well, 75 years before, we had almost the same here. One house for 3 or 4 families.
Oh, wow.
But the problem was that there were no men here in St. Vith. Most of them were killed during the war, or they were prisoners of war by the Russians or by the Belgians.
Wow.
So we need men to build these houses. They came from Flanders. Every day, on Sunday evening, in tracks, 200 or 300 of them. He brought everything with him, stayed the whole week, built a house, and in 3 months all the houses were finished for 1,200 people.
Wow.
It was a
Man, oh man.
a big story, yes. So these people are Belgian people, of course, where you see the rest of the Belgian flag. And they are all of them are coming from this region here. There is one of them Vith, and they fought for Belgium, and they were made prisoner by the Germans and killed by the Germans.
So this is a monument to the Belgian resistance.
Concentration camps.
Oh wow.
In Germany, most of them.
Yeah, there's one that says Dachau.
Yes. Yes, you can see Dachau too, yes.
Wow.
For instance here. This is the only monument in St. Vith to the Belgian resistance.
Wow.
They were not military, they were civilian. But they were against Nazism and they fought against Nazism. They protected most of the time, yes, resistance, of course, Belgian resistance, and resistance coming from England. Pilots who had to jump here because they were obliged to leave their planes, and then they have hidden them.
Okay.
But you know, at that time, part of the population were for the Nazis, another part was against. So the Nazis said, if you tell us where we can find our enemies, you'll get money.
Wow.
This was always the same. With money you reach everything.
Yeah.
And most of them tell, yes, go there and you will find them. So they captured them and sent them to Germany.
Wow.